This is the Rangers POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, in what was basically a must-win game for the Rangers, they found another way to lose. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to say they found a way to lose. I'm going to say they found a way not to win, right? Because that's kind of not, losing makes it seem like it was kind of close or competitive, but this team just it's not about losing. It's more, to me, it's not winning. It's not underachieving and not doing anything extra to win. I'm not saying the guys are not trying, but this season we'll look back on this season, and bottom line is, this offense failed. It just failed, period. And that will be, when we look back at this season, it will be, what happened to that team in 2025. Well, it was like the worst offensive team in team history, and they failed. And that's what happened for this team. It's just tough. I don't know. Maybe it's just a sign of the times. Maybe it's just, look, you got a little bit over a month left in the season. You're coming into this game 5.5 games out. It's go time here, brother. It's time to win, man. It's time to crank it up to a different gear. Whatever you've been doing is not working, and it's time to get going here. And I don't see the fight. I don't see the passion. I don't see I don't know. I'm not saying they're not trying. I know baseball is not football. It's not the NBA, but man, you score 10 runs in Toronto, and you come into this series, and this Kansas City team is not. They're not some of the other teams that the Rangers have faced and lost to, right? This wasn't Toronto, so it is what it is. So anyway, the Rangers fall tonight by the final of 4-3, and now they are. What was it? Was it 6 games? What did I check? 6 now, 6.5 games back. The Rangers are now 6 games back in the wild card race. Kansas City and the Guardians are 3.5 back of that third and final spot, which currently belongs to the Red Sox. The Yankees are tied with Seattle. Actually, the Yankees, Seattle, and the Red Sox are all jumbled together for those 3 spots. And then you have the Guardians, the Royals, 3.5 back, and then the Rangers, and now the Rays at 6.5. And even the Angels are still hanging around. It's unbelievable with this team, with this Rangers pitching staff and their defense. For that's just all right. I'm sorry. I'm going way off the rails here, off script. So let's get to it.
This is what you'll be talking about.
All right, well, after snapping their 4-game losing streak, the Rangers opening up this huge 4-game series in Kansas City, the wild card elimination series, if you will. As we said yesterday, really a big gut check, kind of almost at September start for young Jack Leiter. He unfortunately started off the game by giving up a home run to Mike Yastrzemski in the bottom of the first. The Rangers, though, responded in the top of the second, back-to-back singles from Marcus Semien and Jock Peterson, and then that one-out RBI single from Jonah Heim to tie the game, 1-1. But then Josh Smith flied out to right, and Jock Peterson tried to score, was called out at home. Bruce Bochy challenged it, went for the replay. The replay showed that Peterson was safe. Apparently, New York didn't feel like the evidence right in front of them was conclusive enough, so they ruled that he was still out. Bad call. both ways, and they got it wrong. And tough thing about that is, who knows? A lot of times pitchers kind of struggle early, and that could have been a big inning. And who knows if the Rangers get that run, maybe add one more, changes the complexion of the game. But didn't happen. It was very, very warm, very hot in Kansas City. Jack Leiter struggled in this one again, threw a lot of pitches. I mean, it's been really feast or famine with Jack. And yet, with that said, he didn't give up 10 runs. I mean, there was still a chance for the Rangers to win a game if they could just score. And they can't. It's just unbelievable. So Jack Leiter issues a walk to start the bottom of the third, and then Vinny Pasquantino takes him deep. That put the Royals up 3-1. Leiter eventually pulled in the fourth for Luis Curvelo, who's been a nice story, but he gave up a solo home run, leadoff home run to left in the fifth. The Rangers did try to get something going in the top of the sixth. Again, leading off back-to-back singles from Wyatt and Corey Seager, but Rowdy Tellez hit into a double play. Evan Carter got an RBI hit, but Marcus struck out to end the inning. Rowdy would make up for it with the RBI ground out in the eighth, but then Carter grounded out. The Rangers then went down 1-2-3 in the ninth, and that was it. Ball game over. Rangers fall by the final of 4-3. I thought the bullpen tonight, Curvelo, love the guy's energy, love the way that he's competing. He's still a little raw to me. He can make some mistakes, but certainly I think he could be a situational guy that I think could, without a doubt, improve and get better. I think he's handled this opportunity really, really well. Robert Garcia came in. Tonight's game could have been maybe I'm not trying to be dramatic. Could have been a game-saving, career-saving moment for him, because he's on the ropes, and if he gets lit up again, you could see him DFA'd in a week or two. But he got out of it, got that double play, and we'll see what happens from here. Phil Maton bounced back, but again, too little, too late. And welcome back Caleb Bosley, who jumped right in there, looked really good in the eighth, had good command, threw strikes, didn't walk anybody. So that was good. And of course, we got the news before the game that Jake Berger had to go on the IL with a wrist injury, and that's a big blow for him, big blow for the team. Adolis is out, and this team is just unfortunately just falling apart. I was so excited when they finally called up Cody Freeman, because he has been red hot for Round Rock, and it just goes to show you that even bad pitching in the big leagues is still better than the minor leagues. And he's been red hot, and was hoping that he would be able to come in and really give this team a spark and a boost. And yeah, he got that double yesterday that helped, but it's just not the same. So Berger's on the IL, Bosley's up. They brought Osuna back up, and they'll try to bounce back tomorrow in game number 2. All right, we are going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we are going to hear from you via the Rangers comment crew. The Rangers fall, though, tonight by the final of 4-3. This is the Rangers POSTCAST. All right, well, this episode is brought to you by Prize Picks, the daily fantasy platform that lets you turn your football predictions into real rewards. Preseason already heating up, and college football is not far behind. Whether you've got your eye on big-name quarterbacks or breakout running backs, Prize Picks Picks makes it easy to get in the game. The flex play option is a total game changer, and Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. So download the Prize Picks app today. Use code LOCKEDONMLB to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's LOCKEDONMLB to get $50 in lineups after your first $5 play. Prize Picks, run your game. And we got to tell you what's going on over at FanDuel as well, because right now at FanDuel, August 26th is officially FanDuel Futures Day, a brand new holiday for football fans who live for bold predictions and preseason hunches. So you got a good feel for the season. That's going to be the day to call your shot. For 24 hours, just 24 hours, FanDuel is giving you deals on NFL season predictions. So whether you're calling your MVP, eyeing a long shot division winner, or ready to crown your Super Bowl champ before week 1 even kicks off, this is your moment. And again, you visit the FanDuel app today, start planning your futures bets now, because Futures Day is one day and one day only. FanDuel, play your game. All right, thanks for hanging with me. Welcome back to the Rangers postcast. 4-3 the final, really critical loss again. I mean, you look at the first half of the season and you think, okay, the Rangers were the worst offense, but really it was the Royals. And so they can relate. The only difference is after the Rangers went off the cliff, after that great opening homestand coming out of the break when they went 8-1, the Royals have kept it going. They've been one of the hotter teams in baseball, and that's why they are in contention, and the Rangers are just about out. Not mathematically yet, but pretty close. All right, we've got Alf. Welcome back, Alf. Thank you for the update, my friend. Hope you're doing okay. Hope that Shirley's hanging in there as well. Keep praying for Alf. He had surgery, went well, but he is in a lot of pain. So I know he's peeling up, and give him your love and support, and hopefully you'll feel better soon, my friend. These losses don't help, I know. Train guy, he went. Oh, you went? All right. He went to Coffin Stadium tonight. Likes the vibe of the stadium. KC's lovely so far. It's a good city. It's cool. It's got some history to it. That ballpark, and when I think of that ballpark, I think of being a kid in the 70s, and I'm dating myself, but back in the day, the thing to do was stay home from school sick and watch the playoff games, because they had day playoff games, and that was great. That was awesome. I got to go in my parents' room and watch their TV, watch those playoff games. Soldier X, you're not going to win many games when Tellez is batting cleanup. Ruined 2 chances with 2 on each time, double play and ground out. Yeah. Nick says, how can we always be this close to pulling it off? Paul says, Alf, glad that's behind you. Maton seems to do extremely well for 3 batters. What about Maton as closer? Yeah, I mean, I think that's a very fair point, and certainly something to think about. You gotta know what you have, know what you can do, what you can't do. They always say you don't want to. The phrase is you don't want to overexpose guys, and I'm not against that. Noah Day says, so frustrating when you out hit the other team and still lose. Yep, I agree. Resplendent A says rough officiating. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Resplendent Ace, because I want to point something out that just kind of shows you um, why umpires sometimes get criticized, and rightfully so. If you remember, and a great example of what I'm talking about is home plate umpire Adrian Johnson. And this was, I want to say, hang with me one second. Um, I made a little note of that, and I'm glad you reminded me. Um, yeah, this was in the top of the eighth, okay? Top of the eighth, uh, Josh Smith gets called out looking, right? And he makes a little comment, walks by, right? And the home plate umpire not only takes off his mask, not only says something when Josh was right there, but continued and continued and continued yelling and barking at Josh as he was walking back to the dugout. I mean, dude, you're supposed to be the bigger man. You're supposed to be the adult, the leader, the whatever, and the frustrating thing is that you would think, right? Because I guarantee you that when um, when the umpire tomorrow when Adrian Johnson goes back and reviews the game tonight, right? I mean, he's going to get a C or a D maybe because his strike zone was all over the place, right? And I just wish that because I guarantee you tonight wasn't the only night that he's had a rough night, that these guys would have just a little bit of humility and think, you know what, um, yeah, you know what, I have, you know what, the stats show that I do make a lot of mistakes, and I should be grateful that I have this job. And instead, look, I mean, Jock Peterson was safe. I mean, New York bailed him out because they didn't want to make him look bad. It just, and I don't want to go off on a real tangent here, but reading this stuff over the weekend about Rob Manfred and how he wants to expand and regionalize and just completely change the game. I mean this sincerely, and I don't mean this with any malice at all. I'm not trying to be vindictive, but I mean, if they let this guy continue, he is literally going to destroy the game. I mean, he is literally. I'm not being not hyperbole. He is going to ruin the game. I mean, this guy has been out of control and has been arguably, I think, the worst commissioner in MLB history. And I mean, this has just got to stop. This stuff is crazy that he's talking about. So anyway, I'm sorry, went off there. Texas Hobby Bin says, glad to be back in the RCC, but it would have even been better to be back in the win column. Win or lose, always a Rangers fan. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm with you. Also, I feel like it's the first time I've seen Josh Smith argue with an ump. His strike zone definitely deserved it. Yep, well said. Could not agree with you more. Mark says the Rangers have become experts on how to lose games. 2023 seems like a long time ago. Yeah, unfortunately it does. You're right. Nick says they look better, but man, it's getting tough to imagine winning any playoff series they would get into. Well, with DeGrom and Nate, you like it, but I mean, this offense is just it's the offense. They just can't consistently do what they need to do to win games. Isaac says MLB should be fined for that pathetic review. Call flat out is the reason the Rangers lost this game. Should have been 4-4 going to the bottom of the ninth. Turning point. Yeah, don't disagree. Royals did win. They just didn't lose and were gifted a win. Yep. Can't disagree with you, Isaac. Can't disagree with you at all. Rangers are now 0-4 against the Royals this season. Mark points out, pathetic. That's correct. Got a couple more here, and I got to wrap it up, guys. I'm sorry. Mike, thank you. Hello, good evening. Thanks for getting in, buddy. Appreciate it. Mark says Leiter looks like he is running out of gas. Yep. I mean, look, it's a long season, and I still contend that he's going to be a stud. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard. And yet again, even though he wasn't great and did not have his great stuff, he still found a way to grind through it and not give up 10 runs. And that alone, I mean, that there is big. And so, and it is what it is. You know, I always say it's all about the season. And, you know, 2023 was the Rangers season. This year is clearly not their season. And it's tough because, you know, we've all been here from day one, and you look back, and I keep saying this over and over and over again, but I mean, 120 plus games, the pitching gave them a chance to win if they could have just scored a little bit more, just a little bit, if they could have won just a handful more of the games that they've lost, right? I mean, just a few more, we'd be having a completely different conversation. 64 games. I mean, if they would have just scored a little bit more in 6 of them, 5, we'd be having a completely different conversation right now. It's just, that's how bad it's been. And that's the hard part, you know. It's just mind-boggling. You can't, you try to connect it, and you can't. You just can't do it. All right, guys. Hey, thank you for all of your comments. Thanks for getting in. Thanks for listening to me. Kind of went off on a tangent there, but telling you, go, if you get a chance, Google Manfred's comments. I mean, this is a league where, I mean, half of the league isn't competitive because of the payroll discrepancy, and he's talking about expanding and, you know, putting the Rangers in a division with the Astros and the Rays and the Marlins. I mean, come on, what is, it's crazy. I'm like, I read it, like, are you kidding me? Like, it's, and he's not joking. And I'm concerned. I've never, you know, we've been through a lot of crazy stuff, but it's bad, man. This guy. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. All right, guys. Hey, we'll do it again. Thank you for all your comments. Love you guys. We'll do it again tomorrow night after game 2. Big bounce back start for Merrill Kelly. Hopefully the Rangers can get the win. They fall tonight, though, in the opener in Kansas City by the final of 4-3. This has been the Rangers Postcast.